My video game preferences are kind of odd. I really enjoy endless action games of many different sorts. Wizard Legend is what is currently on screen. In this game, you play a wizard, travel through a dungeon, you collect spells, you collect items, and you slowly try to get your way to the top of the wizard school to win and get yourself more spells. Kind of an endless loop of trying over and over again, seeing what works for you and what looks cool. Combos, different spells, lots of art, power-ups, interesting appearances, collectibles, very punishing for your mistakes. Kind of have to play it perfectly, or figure out a strategy that lets you play perfectly, or you're not going to get to the end. Very heavy action-based game that also takes a lot of planning to pull off. And building up muscle memory skill and remembering and figuring out patterns of the various different enemies. It's one of those games that's actually really hard to do in a recorded format because it takes a lot of concentration and skill, and talking reduces the amount of attention you can devote to a game by, I think, about 40 to 30%. It's really easy to have a screw up which ruins your whole run in this game, unless you build specifically to avoid such said things. You can get new spells, which I really like. See different fancy patterns, different combos, learn which playstyle fits you the best. Nice art style. Always like myself some good pixels. Good challenge to it. Can play it while listening to something, or just play it for itself. It's one of those games that just sort of works. But can definitely be frustrating to mess up in. It's not a casual game. Well, I guess it is a casual game. It's non-casual game and stuff like Dota and competitive games where this is the definition of you play it for whatever. But it can be rage-inducing at times if you don't have the right attitude. I've had to develop the right attitude over time so I can actually play the game and enjoy it, rather than playing the game and not enjoying it. I'm not really playing it to win, although I do like winning. If I have a really good run going, then it's grand to win. But I'm just playing it to play it. Had it on my channel several times. I did a review on it. Talked about Shield. That was a long time ago. Wasn't as good at video making as it was. Doesn't know what things work. Didn't even know how to talk right. Many different things. Still, it's a niche cup of tea. That's for certain. And it will not be for many people. And that's fine, because not every video game I play has to be for anyone else. I hate this boss. It's my least favorite one. It's because they add them in. I'm not used to their pattern. Also is like that character from Hatsune Miku, the twins that are yellow. It's basically them, but an enemy in the video game, and I don't need your weeb anime garbage in my video game about being an epic badass wizard. Also, this move is the worst. I still just don't understand it, which actually comes from a large amount of why I just dislike this duo. They can get you combo locked. Utter bullshit. Got him. Also, their puns suck. Another game that I really liked is a game called Dead Cells. It is another one of these endless scrollers fight until you win or lose sort of games, and if you lose, you start all the way back at the beginning. Some people call this game a roguelike. It is nothing like the game Rogue. is like the game Rogue Legacy, but it is nothing like the game Rogue. Rogue is a old top-down dungeon crawl game made with the ASCII, I think, symboling like you get in Dwarf Fortress. It was a pretty popular video game. I mean, people now probably won't enjoy it all that much, but it's interesting conceptually. Now, things are called roguelike when they're like the game Rogue Legacy, which is, well, it's based on the thought of rogue, of going through an endless dungeon until you win, you beat the big bad. However, it incorporates a legacy idea, which comes from the game Risk Legacy, which, well, is a true legacy board game, whereas these games... actually, no. Rogue Legacy, the idea behind that is it's a sort of legacy game where you build up over time and you get more and more powerful. It kind of has a Metroidvania feel to it. So the games are like Rogue Legacy, but they're not like Rogue. This is a Metroidvania with a repeating upgrade system that you can build up over time, and you can itemize to your preference. It's quite enjoyable. There's a lot of games like it. Salt and Sanctuary, Ori and the Blind Forest, to a certain extent. Not quite as much. Same idea, though. Hollow Knight. They all are the Metroidvania game. This is also, though, a endless random dungeon generator, which brings it closer to a game like Rogue, which was an endless dungeon generator. No two dungeons are the same. It's got a lot of fun style to it. It's got pretty art, and it feels really good. This is one of the best feeling games in the world. And why that is they put a lot of work into making the game feel good. And it's also got a great sense of humor to it as well. So, it's a lot of fun. Like, nunchucks made out of frying pans. It's a pretty great idea. A lot of different level designs, a lot of different cosmetics and upgrades, changes, different ways to solve the puzzles, different floors, different paths to choose. A lot of forgiveness to it. Very well put together systems. It's just a brilliantly well designed game. Although, again, much like the other game I was talking about, it can be immensely frustrating. I actually beat this game at one point and that bugged out. But as I said, much like with Wizard of Legend, it's not about beating the game for me. Hasn't been for a while. I've beaten the final boss several times, and I get excited when I get close to the end. It'd be fun to beat the game. But beating the game isn't exactly the goal. The goal is to play the game. Because it's just really fun to play. I really, really like the game. Of course it's hard, and it's hard to think and play at the same time and talk, so I don't do very well at it. But I'm also playing on one of the hardest difficulties in the game, which is Nightmare Mode, because the game gets progressively harder as we go along. If I was to lower the difficulty, I could probably talk and play at the exact same time, no problem. Because the game, at this difficulty level, is ludicrously easy for me now. Which is one of the fun things about it, is this a game you actually have to get better at. Of course, there's some things that I can't do in this game, there's some things I don't like about the game. But in all, I really like this game. It's a really fun game. Again, another endless dungeon, you just keep playing it. And you win, or you lose. And if you lose, you start over again. You learn as you go along. And you explore and have fun with it. It's good for playing with something going on in the background, or just focusing to, because the music's jamming. Each floor has its own song that repeats. It can be fun to go really fast in the game, or take it carefully. Try explore every nook and cranny, or see how quickly you can speedrun it. And it rewards you for both playstyles. Playing cautiously means you're probably going to get farther. Well, playing fast can get you bonuses, essentially built in to the game, where if you play fast, you're going to get extra stuff, extra goodies. Or if you play to completion, you're going to get extra stuff, extra goodies. And so if you do fast and completing everything, then you're a god, and you get what you get. Because we completed that floor in under 2 minutes, we get the 2-minute bonus room, which has extra yum-yums in it for us to collect, which make it easier to go fast next time, but also helps us because we missed a whole bunch of stuff. You can go to this guy, and you can upgrade things with him, so he can switch stuff out for you, get you new and different items. You can find new, different skills, all that sort of fun stuff, so loads and loads and loads of different goodies and unlockables, and when you unlock them, they permanently add to your game. And the first time you unlock them, you get to play around with them and see what the new cool thing you got does. Oh, I thought it'd be a saw going back and forth. Guess I was mistaken. Shouldn't have taken damage there. That's my incompetence. It's actually a really good pickup, this trap. Really, really good pickups. Really solid. Brilliant application. Oh my goodness, this is so easy though. The enemies here are so ludicrously weak. Brilliant game. Would recommend getting it, honestly. Another game that I love. Hades. Brilliant game. It's very similar to Wizard of Legend. It appears I'm right in the middle of a run. Which, well, how about that? It's been a while since I've played. Another endless dungeon keep upgrade and go along. It's a lot easier than Wizard of Legend though. My goodness, it is a lot easier. Wizard of Legends is a hard game. A very hard game. This is just challenging. You can actually beat it with consistency if you know what you're doing and you get comfortable with it. And also, you actually just get indefinitely stronger. Whereas in a lot of the games, Wizards of Legends and Dead Cells, they come to a peak of how good you can upgrade yourself, and then it all comes down to skill after that point forwards. Not saying I'm a hardcore gamer, you must only play games where skill matters. No, I love upgrades. I love getting better over time. Boss floor? Already? I do not like her. Okay. Fun music. I hit really hard. Apparently, I've lost some of my muscle memory for this game, which... that is one of the funnier things about these. Is muscle memory is actually, like, really, really important to your skill with this sort of game. Of, how do I play this game? Oh, right, yes. Of course. That's right. And remembering all the enemy's attack patterns, that's like all of these games. So I have to do this, and then move to here, and I'm pretty low health, and her rage builds up, and so she starts throwing out these stupid blade things. And, yeah, this stage of the fight. And I don't recall if she ever chills out. Might. Still. Almost got her. There we go. Yeah, Hades. Fun game. I think I did like a few videos on it and no one was interested, and so I stopped. Of course, the channel was smaller at that time, in a weird relative sense. As though the views have staggered to a certain extent, they've actually gotten better as it's returning viewers at this point. That's not important though. Magika. Love myself some Magika. Computer doesn't like it. Took me a bit to get it running. But what a great game. What an absolutely great game. Oh, music is splendid. Playing with people is such a treat for this game. It is such a good game to play with other people. Love Magika. Yellow Wizard, of course. Yellow Wizards are the best wizards. Game about crafting spells on the fly. Making different combinations of the elements. And also casting combination spells to help you in your endeavors. Spells that can alter the flow of reality, give you massive combative boosts, also loaded into an incredibly tough fight, I realized. Because I've played this game so many times, I happen to have memorized parts of it. Because I just like it so much. Is that really the spells that... Ah, grease. Okay. There we go. Let's get grease. Okay. And let's give myself a... Nope. Earth Shield Self. Again, comes down to muscle memory, but this is more of the spells. I believe it's FQASA. Falls down Lightning Bolt. Of course, I'm on fire now, so I have to put that out. Made a force field for myself. In a bit of trouble here. So I can make myself faster. Or just die. Fairy will bring them back to life, though. Okay. Let's create a force field. Give myself some time to think. And then I can give myself some body armor. And then I can knock everyone down while I continue to think of my next spell. And there we go. Fairly effective spell. I just need to keep extinguishing myself from the fire arrows. Steam Blast. Wasn't expecting to do that. And here come more goblins. So the goblins over there can deal with that. And I'm probably just going to spam this spell out, as it's fairly effective against them. However, I could also just Thunderbolt them all. However, I've wet myself and accidentally just killed myself. Hard part of the game. Also, this is the hard difficulty, but Magika's a lot of fun. What a good game. I've beat it too many times, though. I should really uninstall it. But it's multiplayer, and I play with friends who haven't played it, so we have a good time doing that. Probably my favorite game of all time, definitely in the top 3, is Heroes of Might and Magic 3, a strategy game. One of the first games I ever played. First game I played was Heroes of Might and Magic 2. This is Heroes of Might and Magic 3, played it a little bit after that. Oh my gosh, playing this game is literally my childhood. But it's not one of those nostalgia things, the game still holds up, even though it's old. Oh, it is so good. Such a bloody good game. Single player scenario. Random. Again. Here's My Magic 3 is a strategy game of managing resources and collecting things throughout the world. I could do what's good strategy, or I could do what's cool. We're going to do what's cool. This game has a lot of mod supports and various different things, because there's communities that this is the only game they play. It's the only game that runs on the computer, and it's the best game. They don't need other games. They just need to keep working on this one, and adding on to a masterpiece, because it's hard to improve. One mod team managed to actually improve Heroes of Might and Magic, but they basically did the impossible with that. Everything in this game is precise and beautiful. The music, the feelings of it, the different settings you're allowed to have. It's all put together so well. Every sound effect is done with care. Each menu shifts and moves with this crisp beauty to it. The music, the sound effects are ingrained in my soul. Now, the game speed is really slow right now. I mean, my goodness, the actual game speed is terribly slow. That's why you have to play on fast. Everyone plays on fast, if not faster. But each creature has its own noise, its own unique animations, its sets, its appearances. There's upgrades and shift in feeling. And the music blends, it's mastercrafted, it's fun to go exploring, get the resources, go about traveling. Every aspect of this game is a piece of art. I hope the recording shows it, as the recording software is not happy with me right now. Not happy at all. Because this game is not the resolution it wants to be. So we'll see how well that translates, but this is a game you can just get lost in. Each set, each song, each thing, just, you know what it is when you know what it is, and it's a super intuitive game. Super, super intuitive game. Of course, it can be easy to be quite bad at. I'm playing poorly on purpose, as there's no need to be playing good right now. I'm not planning to keep this playthrough. The game takes time. You need to go through it, you need to find what's going on. I'm actually going to lose here. That's 9 vampires. I can't take on 9 vampires. My army's not powerful enough. But still, what a game. Let's have fairies fighting vampires. Okay, well, the vampires murdered the fairies, so we'll have some goblin wolf riders. Oh, they're getting attacked by ghosts. 31 goblins versus 6 vampires. Who's going to win? Yeah, they killed one of the vampires. Army of orcs. Yeah, we're cutting down the vampires. But there's also hordes of undead left besides that, so probably going to manage to kill one more vampire off here. There we go. Now the zombies and vampires and skeletons will massacre the remainders of my gobbo horde. Yep, my barbarian army is finished. Still, even the song of losing every single bit of the game, it's just brilliant. Another game I really like playing is Darkest Dungeon. This is a game about hating yourself. But you can make it better by adding sexy mods to it. And so you hate yourself a little bit less. Maybe that's how it works. You might also hate yourself more.
The match is
whatever.
struck.
This is a good game. This is a strategy game. You crawl through dungeons and you try to solve the problems of the past. It's a game about making the best of a terrible situation. And if making the best of a terrible situation involves adding cute girls and maybe too much anime / other things to your game, then why not? Because adding silly anime-ness to an extremely silly, dark and gritty game, it's funny. And also the community does it like way too much. Although this is going to make my editing slightly more difficult. I'll just add a big black square for whatever's inappropriate. Get him, character from the Fate anime series. Why are you in my game? I don't know. It works. OP Dragon, which I don't know why I've installed. Kill all the enemies. Alright, that's why I've you installed. Because you're OP. I should uninstall that mod.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Like, really uninstall it. Oh, what a dumb mod. Another video game I play is called Dota 2. This is also a game about hating yourself. However, this one does not have mods which make things sexy in it, which is a great shame. No, that's not all things in games. Dota 2 is a multiplayer game, strategy game, reaction-based game. One of them things. It's a MOBA, multi-online battle arena. Multiplayer online battle arena? Yeah. You basically fight in an arena. It's like a single-player RTS. I do enjoy RTS as well. They're one of my favorite game genres. But Dota 2 is among the splendidly fun games out there that one can enjoy with the whole family. Or slowly learn to hate your friends because they played and you want to play games with them, and then you have to play this stupid game called Dota 2. No, it's a lot of fun, and I do not renege them anything for that. I quite enjoy it. Maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome, I don't know. But when you play against bots, everyone's a winner. Take that, Juggernaut. It's an alright game. I've played it a lot, heaven knows. And I certainly do enjoy it. Come here, Necrophus. Use the meteor hammer on him. There we go. Got him. Get wrecked, noobs. Of course I'm playing against the computer. This would not work in an actual game. That's not important. Yeah, Dota 2 is a lot of fun. It's not everyone's game, though. That is for certain. A lot of people would not like Dota 2, and that's perfectly fine. In fact, one of my best friends tried playing it, and they hate it. They liked it, but they hate it because they get addicted to it, and they're not good at it, and everyone else I play with is good at it. But I mean, I'm terrible at the game, and I still play with them. Partly because I'm bad at it. Actually, part of the reason why I try not to get better at it purposely is to slightly annoy them, because that brings me amusement. I mean, I do try to get better at it, but I don't put any actual effort into getting better. It's sort of a, yeah, I might, but I won't sort of deal. And, of course, I play Skyrim. I mean, who doesn't? But I tend to overmod my Skyrim. And, everyone knows Skyrim's a great game. You can mod it, you can change it, you can do a lot with it. I've probably spent more time modding Skyrim than playing it, let's be perfectly honest. And the game crashes a lot. And it has its problems. Like, I'm pretty certain her animations are currently broken because they're still loading in. So, while that's happening, I'm just going to do a little bit of murder. Don't mind me. I'm going to slit your navel. Because high heels make you taller. Ah. There's someone. I'll go wherever I like. You can't stop me. Oh, maybe you can. You're actually pretty tough. Yeah, I play a lot of video games. Like, a lot. And I have a lot of fun with them. Large variety, so to say. And what I'm getting at, what's the point of this is to actually point out that I play like a ton of video games. A whole lot, many variety. More than Minecraft. More than the occasional little indie game. I do bunches and bunches and bunches of a large variety of games, and I enjoy all of them. Of course, there's only certain videos that people want to actually watch, and so forth. Because not every video game is appealing to watch and see someone play, or you play it yourself, and someone else has played it better than you, or someone else has better content. But what I'm getting at here, what I'm really getting at, is I play a lot of different video games. And you see a limited selection of them that I present because that's why I think it's interesting. But I don't know what everyone else will find interesting. And so among the games that you know I play, and what I've shown, do any of those spark people's interest? Do you enjoy them? I mean, it's also fun just to know what people like and enjoy, and so you can go, oh, that's really cool. Hey, I saw that game that this one person played, and they seem to have good taste in games. At least I like their Minecraft videos, so why not check this game out? And always playing and finding a new game to enjoy is an absolute win, in my opinion. But, yeah, I just I do more than Minecraft, and I feel kind of sad sometimes that it's what people know me for. Because I do make good Minecraft videos, and I like the game, I like it a lot. But there's more video games that I play than that. It's just, do I actually have an insight in those games, or is Minecraft the only game that really matters? Who knows? It is what it is. But something to remember is this channel is Lorthorn. Adventurous gaming. It is not Lorthorn plays Minecraft. It's not the Minecraft Lorthorn. It's not Lorthorn, Minecraft, sometimes some random indie strategy game / potion craft, whatever that is. No, it's adventurous gaming. What is that? Still figuring that out. But I hope by making this and just think this through, at least some people will enjoy a little bit of adventure and variety. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, not exactly. But yeah, just thought I'd make this quickly. I mean, 1 hour of recording, probably another hour of editing and upload is quickly, but hey, it's faster than making an entire new mod pack, vetting it, figuring things out, figuring out a thumbnail for that, and all that garbage. Huh. Maybe I can make this the new channel front page thing. Wouldn't that be something? Probably not. Well, we'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. So, until that time comes around again, goodbye.